no, there's no problem with you. Your stuff is amazing. We just know we need to go directly to the consumers.
And
We need
that's
to
what
go
I do with
to the
Facebook
consumers.
ads. It's just when you find a marketing company that, they just do these stupid ads or do every ad that works for me is showing a before and after. You want people or the video, or a 6-second clip. That's another thing I've learned over time. My first video for Prep and Serve was
Yeah.
professionally done, couple $1,000. It was 2.5 minutes. Now
Yeah.
I'm down to that 40-second and a 7-second GIF. That's what you need. People do not have the attention span.
No, they
Or if they
don't.
do, it's once they're reeled in, they're very into your product, then they want to see more.
I
But
don't think it needs to be like all professionally shot. I think you need to get
no,
out an iPhone, put on
that's
some lapel microphones and demonstrate it
I
in a
I
couple of
with
different.
mine, yep, with the easy light reps, my video on my site and on social media is 7 seconds and it's me putting up a shade. But that was with Velcro and now I'm doing magnets. So I
Yeah.
need to do I have a gal who did a Billo ad, $100, and she's holding
Yeah.
her baby and put it up. Like, tell me another home update you can
Yes.
do while you're holding your baby. Probably
There's
not
no,
any.
there's absolutely not. Yeah, no, I think we can figure this out. I just need a couple of weeks. That's it. We'll figure it out. We'll get on the
Okay.
phone. We'll work it out. So don't worry. I mean, look, I mean, I can just hear how sad you are when you talk about like, the plasticware or whatever. I think we can figure
Footwear.
that out too. Like, but the thing is like we just need to bypass all of the private equity companies and investors. I don't think we need to do all that. Let's go out to the people. The market will decide if that's something that's going to be able to sell or not.
Yeah.
We needed to put it to them. And if you can't get anybody's attention, from a private equity firm, then let's bypass the private equity firm, put it straight to the market and see if they like it. I'm sure they'll like it. I like it. I want some.
Thanks. And that's always been the thing is that when they go, well, it's too many, you got to focus. Well, my focus changed because in 20 years, I came up with this so my kids could make their own food after school when I'm not home and I'm working. They can take it out, you fill it with whatever healthy anything you want, and they can, then it works.
Put
And
it together.
now I am arthritic. Now I'm an arthritic old lady. And and for old people, it's taking one lid off and accessing a multitude of items. So it's a
Oh,
whole nother game
okay.
plan there, right? And then there's the
Yeah.
medical, there's, I mean, and it was for diet. That was definitely a thing was would I eat healthy if everything was handy?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
I
yeah.
really, yeah. So my prototype is a pretty shitty prototype because those guys made it. So it
Yeah.
isn't as convenient as you think. I can't really travel with it, but it's okay for home.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it is $1 billion product. I will absolutely all
Believe
day long
you.
tell you in the right hands, it's a
Yeah.
$1 billion product.
Well, let's figure that out. We can work on
We
that.
will. We
You've
will.
already been waiting how many years?
I
15,
started
20?
in 2000,
Okay.
24 years.
All
And it
right.
was,
Well,
this is very, very good to be on here with you because it was March of 2000.
wow.
But no, March of 2001 is when I did my provisional patent finally. So,
Okay. That's so brave. Like how I just can't tell you how many people have said, "Oh my God, I have the best idea for XYZ," but then they never do anything with it. You are
yeah,
out there doing stuff with yours. So we just need to get you've already done 95% of what needs to be done. We just need to get
thank
that
you.
last 5% done. Let's not let this turn into 25 years. I think we can figure this out. We'll figure this out.
Yep. Thank you.
So
I'm
no
excited.
problem. No problem. Is that what you think your biggest mistake is? Because I don't know if that's your biggest mistake or not. I don't think it's a big mistake to
My,
dream big and figure stuff out and then just,
no,
people
but
have been letting you down and we're just gonna there's different methods now that were not available when you were doing your
right, the
provisional
social
patent.
media was not as predominant. And I know social media would just be, I have, and I have tons of content, which is not well shot. So two things is not
I
having.
don't think you need it to be well shot as long as
No,
it
but the cameras
shows you
from
what the
back then,
Oh,
the
yeah.
fuzzy
Yeah.
photos we did. I mean, some of that stuff's, and I do have like professional video that clips could be taken from. But I
Yep.
would say my biggest mistake is not keeping in touch with people, keeping that list,
Yeah.
because it's just, I
Yes.
blow through people. There's always somebody else that comes along, and there's not that follow up, right?
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
had to send how many emails to get people to do what they're supposed to do,
A
me
lot.
being one of them, and
Yeah. A
missing a
lot.
call. And you followed up.
Yeah.
That is a huge strength. That's why I have belief in you. Because
Oh, thank
no,
you.
seriously, that is a big deal. And I'd go, okay, they don't want it. Move on. I would never go
Oh,
back. There's
no.
very few companies I went back to more than once ever.
Oh my gosh.
And
Okay.
so that's a huge deal, right? Because I
Yeah, it
lose track
is.
of people, and I lose track of things all the time. Somebody sends me an
Sure.
email and it's like, oh, I should do something about that. And I don't, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Oh, yeah. I mean, but look, I mean, that's people do that all day, every day. I'm tired of corporate America. I figured out how to build a company to get, to basically to provide passive income for myself. And I think it's so important that I share it with others. That's what all of this is for. Like I'm making free content that can hopefully provide value to all different types of people. And, you know, once they come and watch it, they can decide if I'm able to provide value for them. And if so, they can start taking my free classes. I just want to help people. I wish that I had found someone like me 10 or 15 years ago to say, listen, you don't have to keep on letting
I
companies
wish I
treat
had
you like
found someone like
garbage.
you. Wish I had found someone like you 10 years ago. That is one more thing that I want to say, because we're near our time, that I want to say for your class is, it's the journey. It's the journey. Not, you will never have an end point. Like Elon Musk, you
Never.
just go on to another project. You never run. I
Yep.
mean, really, you go on to something else. It's the journey. So don't be regretful. I'm not
Nope.
regretful. Even though I get sad, I don't mean that as a regret, because my life is very fulfilling and very
Yep.
interesting. There's
Yep.
a million things I've done because that didn't happen. I mean,
Exactly.
easy light wraps wouldn't exist. Easy barb.
Exactly.
I mean, it was a whole different life.
You wouldn't have your in, which I think is going
I
to
wouldn't
be
have the
the most
in.
exciting. Do you want to talk about that real quick? Because I think like we have
Um,
like 10, 15 more minutes
it's
if you want it. And I want you to tell them
um
about the in.
so and because I still can't wrap my head around why I'm doing this, but thank you.
Oh,
I
I
feel like
can.
with the in, it's like there's so many more connections again. Like I need more connections. I can't remember all the people I meet anyway, but I've had some women stay there this weekend. You'd love. I realize how many women I have in my life that have entrepreneurial business, because I have this in, and the in is the website, to find it, because I'm having trouble with my site. It's the when in, but do Andor Wenison in,
Oh my gosh, how do I spell it?
Andor, Andor, Wenison, Wenson.
Wenson.
No, Wenson. Just put it in Google, because something will come up.
Okay.
Andor Wenison in, and it should be coming up. The when in is my page, and I'm having trouble with it. But anyway, when I bring up women, it's because it's so, it's kind of girly. And it is what it is. I don't have the money, nor do I have the interest in changing it, because it is such a throwback to the past. It's
Yeah.
like was built as a boarding house hotel, used as a boarding house. It was completely rebuilt in 94. Has a very
Yeah.
feminine floral carpet vibe, but it's very comfortable, and it's the most quiet, do nothing town. It's just
Ooh.
quiet. So now they say staycation. People want to go on vacations where they can get better rest and everything. So I did
Yes.
just get fiber internet. I'm having trouble with the password. So we'll
Oh,
deal with that tomorrow. But I have fiber, 5G fiber they have down there, so I should have great internet for everybody
I mean,
right
that's the
now,
most important part, I think, if you're gonna
right?
have any kind of in, yeah, because I
Right?
was just
So
met
that
somebody yesterday on a call who is from Canada, and she decided she didn't want to stay in Toronto for the winter, so she went to find like a bed and breakfast type place, or just a what do they call them, Airbnb, in Mexico. And she's been living in Mexico for the last 3 months just because she didn't feel like
love
being in the
it.
cold. But there's so many digital nomads these days. Like you
Yep.
can live anywhere or nowhere, just
Which
wherever
is
you want at the time.
why I'm crazy with this in because I wanted to do that. I mean, I'm trying to get my business where everything I do is online. I'm not shipping any product. Most of
Yeah.
the time I don't, but I do some of the fast Walmart, Amazon orders. And it's
Yeah.
like you're very close to being digital nomad, and now I have this in.
Yeah.
Which is
Oh,
10 bedrooms, 10 bath, like I'm, like every freaking weekend, my digital nomadness. I feel like it's my practice run because I'm learning
yeah.
what to bring down and what I really need, which isn't much.